It's no secret the American toad is my favorite animal. Ace, the ambassador animal for the entire YouTube channel, our female American toad in-house, is the driving force as the main reason why. However, I also get to do a lot of road rescues, creating habitats, and presenting these animals to the public, doing that with PA Woods and Forests. This episode is going to focus on the 9-year streak that we have at the house, conserving American toads and giving them a place to breed in a suburban backyard, but also focus on the road rescues that took place leading up to their breeding season. You might be the earliest toad that I've ever seen. Look at this guy. A big male toad here. All right. Look at what we have here, the first American toad. This is the earliest I've ever seen American toads. And this guy is very unhappy with me, but I got him off the road. You can hear the spring peepers, he's okay. But unbelievable that the American toads are out. This is unprecedented, guys. This is like the 3rd or 4th day of frog week, like the field work, technically. I've never seen a toad hopping around this early in March. Not only do I see American toads, but now we see spotted salamanders. This is the ephemeral rain. I gotta keep playing hot potato with this guy. He's really rascally, let me tell you. Where'd that toad go? He took off into the bush. You know what, buddy? We're gonna start you in here. I think that's better. He's playing dead. Oh, buddy, don't play dead. There we go. First spotted salamander of the year, next to the first American toad of the year. Guys, it's gonna be a busy night. There's the toad. He's right there. There's the salamander. And we're in the nick of time. As you can hear the car coming, here's another spotted salamander. He's going over here anyway, so I'm just gonna help him to get off the road. There you are, buddy. See, he's going that direction, so he's making a beeline, but we've got to save more of you tonight. Here we have another one, guys. Oh, you're very lucky. I just put them at the edge here to save time for them and for me. It's a rainy night. You hear the boy frog choruses. Got another one here. Mr. Toad is coming back on the road. That's not what I wanted to see. Sometimes you save an animal, then you come back and you see that it's, you know, going back out for some more. All right, guys, I want to make sure that I film this one right. It's been 2 years since I found one of these. I got her on the road. Look at how beautiful. That's a female pickerel frog. Beautiful, beautiful frog. As you know, this is one of the frogs we just added as the 4th target species, and as I get louder, the spring peepers do. making herself right at home. There's no fish in this water, so she can live in here and be perfectly happy. This is a beautiful sight to see. Road rescue gone right. Okay, we have 2 spotted salamanders that survived, 1 that didn't. These guys are very slimy. They were headed this way. I can't even show you what I'm doing. See, these guys were headed this way, so they're going back after breeding. Probably 2 females, you can see them. Beautiful salamanders, just making their way. All right, 2 road rescues. This guy was actually coming to this pond. I got him right before a car was coming. Hello, Mr. Toad. Beautiful looking toad. Very beautiful. And we have this toad who is from a little bit further down the street, but was in a really bad spot. But we will adopt him into this meta population. So now we have the boys here. Even though the American toads came out early, they would not breed early. About a month went by before I started to see them at the breeding grounds, and the road rescues took place mostly during the wood frog episode. However, I feel it's the most important and necessary aspect of Frog Week that often gets overlooked, so I wanted to showcase the road rescues, moving frogs and toads either to wildlife rehabilitation centers and helping them to get healthy again, or just moving them across the road and getting them out of the way of cars. To me, that's one of the most rewarding and underappreciated aspects of the entire project. We're finally at one of the most exciting times of the year, the American toad breeding season, and take a look at how all of these males wanted to wrestle and kick each other, and just take a look at all of the sights and sounds of this year in the pond. One of the coolest aspects of this conservation project, especially with it being citizen science, is getting your neighbors or anybody in the community excited about frogs and toads. And that's exactly what's taken place. So one of the neighbors has a pond, and the American toads go back and forth between their pond and our pond. And it's been really exciting to see the number of toads increasing after we started this initiative in working together. So regardless of who has more eggs and who produces more tadpoles, the goal is that the American toads have standing water and breeding grounds. And at the end of the day, that's the most important part of this project, is trying to establish breeding grounds. And these fish, you would think, would be a negative or a reason why the American toads would choose not to breed in these ponds, especially because I have fishless vernal pools and artificial pools that are right next to this pond, just over a fence. However, the wood frogs choose to breed there, and the American toads will only breed in the pond. This is one of the most exciting and rewarding scenes for me in all of Frog Week. As we just spoke about moments ago, the neighbor's pond also is a haven for breeding American toads. However, sometimes they might not feel like that is the ideal spot, so what the American toads will do is go between yards. What you're looking at is proof that the female American toads are proving us right. This female, for whatever reason, didn't feel comfortable laying her eggs at the neighbor's pond, so she made the long, daunting trip with the male amplexing her on her back down to our fence, and I helped her the rest of the way to our pond. This is one of the most exciting scenes because it shows environmental stewardship and conservation and citizen science working at its finest. These American toads can choose where they want to lay their eggs, and we've seen an uptick in the population over the last few years. This has been very exciting. And here is proof that that female laid eggs. What an exciting opportunity to showcase. Here we have some American toad eggs. Could be from one female. I would assume it's probably one, it could be two. I think there's a dead toad right there. You can kind of see the white, but we're not gonna focus on that. We're gonna focus on this. Amazing to see toad eggs, really exciting. I'm gonna have to wait for these to turn into tadpoles. Hopefully the water will stay in here long enough and then we can begin moving them. But good to see that more toads have reproduced. The American toads at our pond were successful again. Take a look at the toadlets emerging from the water, losing their tails, gaining their legs, and taking their first breaths on land. This is another sign that this 9-year breeding project has been successful, and this neighborhood wants to see the future generations of American toads succeed. We love hearing the sounds of the American toads calling. We love watching them eat all of the pesky insects that plague our gardens and our backyards. We want American toads, and so this population is protected by the neighborhood. And not only do they breed once, they breed twice. I just wanted to get this because I knew she mated, but I didn't know where. And that's the story of these American toads for 2024 in the Backyard Conservation Project. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends for more Frog Week content. We'll see you in the next one.